Hi guys, so today I'm here for my top 5 cheeser video, and today's theme is going to be anti-heroes. This is a trope that I don't really like, but I sometimes can't tell the difference between an anti-villain and an anti-hero. Like, I see it more of a sense that, like, an anti-hero has the potential to be a hero, but sometimes they make really bad choices. Or it's someone who starts out as a hero and turns into a villain. Like, that's what happens with anti-villains, is they start out as villains and then they become heroes. Like, they sort of start out bad, but then they sort of go, they're on the road to recovering and becoming a better person. But anti-heroes, is it like the opposite? These are just characters that I feel made really bad decisions when they should have tried to be a hero, you know, kind of thing. So let's get into it. Number 5 on my list is Adam from the Shadow Me series by Tahara Mafi. Like, he started out being pretty cool, I thought. I know everyone hates Adam and I don't like him that much anymore, but in the first book he wasn't that bad. Like, I didn't really mind him, but then he just started making stupid decisions and sort of not doing what he should have been doing. Like, there's so many times where he did something wrong and I was just like, mate, you just ruined everything. Like, there's so many things could have been avoided if Adam just pulled his head in, really. So he definitely sort of went more on that villainous path near the end, and I'm just sitting there like, don't do it, Adam. Don't be that person. But, you know, he was. Number 4 on my list is Magnus Bane from the Mortal Instruments or the Bane Chronicles. Magnus is a good character, but sometimes he doesn't want to help. That's how he becomes sort of an anti-hero. Is there was a stage where he would only help people for money, like they had to have something to give him, so he would only help for having something being given to him, and that was something that he sort of grew out of, that he started to help, and because he had Abbeyleec, he wanted to help. But still, Magnus sometimes just wouldn't help. He would just stand there and watch as some things did happen, so it was just like, Magnus, what are you doing? You're meant to be my bae. Like, I still love Magnus. He is one of my, like, favorite characters because he's just so good and in so many books, so I get to see him, like, all the time. But yeah, sometimes Magnus was just not, like, going for the team, you know? Number 3 on my list is Mia from Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. She really isn't a nice person. Like, she got better at the end, but still, in those first couple of books, she was just out to get Rose and Lissa, and I'm just like, stop it, bae. Stop it. I really never ended up liking Mia just because of what she did. So, like, she was an anti-hero in my mind because she was good when she was younger, but then something bad happened to her and she developed into this real bitchy, mean person who doesn't want to help anyone. So I was just like, oh, your redemption really didn't work for me. So this is a character that I can sort of see as being an anti-villain slash anti-hero because she sort of did start out bad and became a better person, but I just don't feel she's better. I definitely think that she was she was a good anti-hero in my opinion, because there was times when she could have helped with situations, but she just didn't. So it was just like, yeah, don't do that. Number 2 on my list is Kaden from The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. He definitely is an interesting character, and without spoiling it, he doesn't do many great things in this book. Like, he like, to Leah, he does a few bad things to her that make him a villain, and his, like, redemption and going through stuff in this series is very interesting and complex to watch because he does fall backwards and goes forward, like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Like, I've definitely felt like as an anti-hero, and there was moments where he could have helped do things for Leah and, like, helped in situations where, like, people got hurt and people either, like, even got killed. So I definitely think he is an anti-hero in that sense, that even in the second book, when stuff went down, he could have helped Leah. He could have done anything to help her, and he really didn't. So he definitely was anti-hero. And I'm not saying that I don't like him. I actually really liked Kaden's story and his arc and how he, like, redeemed himself, and also how he dealt with things that he'd done in his life, but just, oh, he's a strong anti-hero. And number 1 on my list is Will Herondale from The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. Will Herondale is a character that's on a lot of people's anti-hero list just because he has a strong reason for the way he is, but there's, like, a lot of times where he doesn't help, he doesn't do this, he chooses the wrong decision. He's just that character that doesn't want to be a hero, really, and he ends up being one. But there is a very strong reason for the way he acts and reacts and does things, and once you learn about it, it makes him a better character. But in, like, the first, like, book and a bit, he really is that kind of villainous, and you don't know if he's good or if he's bad, or what, who's he fighting for. You don't know. So definitely he is a great character, but he is really, like, one of those, so, like, he's just so complex, and you don't even know how to feel about him. But, like, I love him. Will Herondale is bae, but literally there were so many things that he did where he could have been the hero and he wasn't. But these are the books with my top anti-heroes in them, and I hope that I have talked about this the right way. It's like, it's a trope that I don't like, and I'm like sort of doing this video like I don't even know what I'm talking about, but definitely all these characters have that bit of evil in them, more evil than good, I would say, but I still like them mainly, except for Adam and Mia. They're the two that I don't really like, but the other three I love these characters. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video and I'll talk to you later. Bye!